Hi guys, welcome back to Tommy Starcraft. It's your host Tommy with another Starcraft Remastered replay cast from 2024. We are on the South Korean ladder, as we have a very strong engagement here in between the two pro players. We have spawning here in the upper right in the yellow. It is Flash with his AK barcode, and his opponent here spawning in the low right in the white. It is La Dolce Vita, but this is of course the AK from JAEDONG. We're spawning here on Polypoid, a 4 spawning location map, and yeah, very soon we are once again going to be checking out their build order, what exactly they have prepared for us. So quite a short replay which I have found here from the timer, as you can see, but still of course a very interesting one here in between the two pros, the much known pros here from the Starcraft Broodwar scene. And interesting enough, Flash is building actually a supply depot here outside from his base, so could this be of course an indication to us that he's going for a fast expansion? At the same time, JAEDONG could punish this given the fact that his overlord is heading here towards the right direction, so we might see him go for a Zerg rush. Is this the reason why this replay is so short? We're about to find out. There is his spawning pool as the second overlord is also heading out. We see of course the production tab here in the upper left part, just in case I'm missing something. So quite an interesting engagement. Like I told you, Flash opting to go for a wall off here to secure his expansion, and also now sending out his SCV, scouting SCV, luckily for him, towards the base from JAEDONG. And interesting enough, JAEDONG saw, I believe, the barracks that is getting built here as now Flash is moving forward. So JAEDONG pretty much knows that it is going to be a fast expansion build order. Flash sees the hatchery there. Now he's of course going to stay as long as he can here with the SCV, just to see when or if there's going to be a tier 2 upgrade, given the fact that most Zergs really like to go for those mutilists. Perhaps some lurkers, could be a surprise with some lurkers, or even a timing push with some Zerglings and with some Hydralisk here versus Flash. So let's see what the options are here for JAEDONG, as more and more Zerglings are getting produced here, and the hatchery also about to get finished very soon. So yeah, the first Zerglings are moving out. I believe they're heading straight towards the wall of here, but there is already one, even two Marines that have made it here out, so JAEDONG is going to have a pretty hard time to bust it forward. And there's the tier 2 upgrade around the 2-minute and 50-second mark. So JAEDONG indeed is known for his Mutalisk harassment, so I believe it's going to be once again Mutalisk for him. But still, of course, Flash stays here. He wants to know if it's going to be Hydralisk, but it's taking quite some damage, so great job here by JAEDONG, who has sniped the one SCV. And yeah, there is the expansion that is getting finished. Let's have a look at Flash, halfway being done here, as the wall is pretty much completed, so no bunker being needed by him, just straight wall of just supply depots. And yeah, JAEDONG just pretty much now waiting of course for the tier 2 to finish, waiting for that spire, as notice how Flash is just moving out into the left part of the map just to scout if there is another attempt to expand here for JAEDONG. Let's check the main here from Flash once again. This could be a factory. It's indeed a factory, so he might also go for a timing push with some tanks versus JAEDONG very soon, as once again in comes the SCV here for Flash. JAEDONG was of course waiting for him here onto this ledge, but Flash nicely bypassing that, and now is moving forward, and he's going to see the spire here. Should be of course a spire, yes indeed. So around the 4-minute mark, spire has started as the SCV here from Flash is moving forward, pretty much scouting everything he can. At the same time, we do actually see a move out here by Flash with some Marines getting scouted by the Overlord, so I believe JAEDONG might react with some Sunkens very soon here. He's actually moving out with his 4 Zerglings. It was, I believe, just a fake move out here by Flash, just to force of course JAEDONG to go into some Sunkens. And yeah, he's now pretty much retreating, pretty much playing the defensive gameplay here versus his opponent. This could be a starport, yes indeed a starport, so we might see some medivacs and an armory also getting built here for Flash. And at the same time, JAEDONG reacting with an expansion here in the lower left part of the map. So of course still anyone's game. Flash deciding to play it very defensively. He's expecting of course Mutalisk. So very soon I believe an engineering bay will also be finished here for him, but pretty late engineering bay, as we also see the flyer attacks here for JAEDONG, and there is the first Mutalisks that are getting produced. But he could of course also go for some Valkyries of race. More barracks are getting added here for Flash, so Flash playing very safe, as the first Mutalisk will hatch very soon. So we don't see any turrets yet here by Flash. Finally the first ones are being constructed, and I believe they will finish on time. So Flash with the perfect timing, knowing of course the gameplay of the Zerg. So great timing in the end indeed by him with the turrets and the armory, and in come the first Mutalisk gear, 4 of them currently, as another one is for Olaf. So just 5 Mutalisk gear for JAEDONG. Let's see if he's going to be able to do something here, some damage versus Flash very soon. He's going to very likely try to attack here. The SCVs actually taking out a couple of Marines, very good micro, but also taking quite some damage here out of those turrets. Some Mutalisks are pretty much hurt already as he's now moving out, trying of course to inflict more damage. But we even have a Valkyrie, so yeah, the Mutalisk will take more damage from the opponent. At the same time we do see some Zerglings here, so sadly here for JAEDONG his Mutalisk aren't really dealing any damage. Let's have a look if he's going to find a better position perhaps around here. Will he move forward, as there are some Valkyries. He's finally able to snipe some SCVs there, but with that Valkyrie in the air of course JAEDONG has to retreat. So Flash with the perfect defense here, having 27 workers versus the 25 from JAEDONG. Yeah, JAEDONG still with a good worker count, but he needs to pay attention. Some Zerglings will fall here, as Flash now pretty much in control, having a good economy. Is he going to try to move out? Is he going to perhaps build some tanks? Yeah, no tanks yet for him. Actually, he's going very heavily into those Valkyries, wanting to secure of course air dominance and nicely microing them back and forward. So great stuff here by Flash. JAEDONG once again on the retreat, taking damage, and he needs to be careful with this one expansion. So he's reacting, he's building some Sunkens, as Flash should now have 3 Valkyries in the air. Also great for sniping those overlords. And yeah, in comes the attack once again, as the Mutalisks have pretty much healed, but now they're getting a great salvo here out of the Valkyries, taking more damage. So nice job here by Flash, much punishing all of those Mutalisks in the air. And I believe he could be successful into taking out the overlords here as well. No speed of course being done for JAEDONG, and Flash actually with a great punishment here versus JAEDONG. He's going to be very much supply block, so nice job here by him. Even some Mutalisks might get sniped, so JAEDONG has to now rebuild those overlords, and at the same time his supply block, he can't produce any more units. At the same time we do see a good engagement here with some Scourges, so let's see what's going to happen here. But somehow the Valkyries are pretty much alive and just sniping every single JAEDONG head. So JAEDONG tried a nice push there, but the Valkyries with the splash damage punishing once again. Of course 2 of them have been sniped with the Scourges, but in the end Flash coming out as a victor there with his Marines haven't been touched. So what an interesting idea here for Flash, not going to go for some tanks, just pretty much straight mass Valkyries. Seems to be the new meta here perhaps for the Terran versus the Zerg. There is no scan available here, and this could be very deadly against the Marines, taking some great splash damage. So JAEDONG finally finding the way back into this game, sniping the Marines there. But yeah, Flash is closing more forward. There is no tank here, 2 Sunkens on the ground, so JAEDONG should be able of course to hold this. So yeah, let's see, Flash actually opting to go for another expansion here, playing very safe. JAEDONG tries to counter with some Scourges versus those Valkyries in the air, but they already took some damage. Some great micro indeed here for both players, but in the end Flash being able to hold there, and yeah, things have settled down a little bit. Flash tries to intercept the Scourges, nice job here by him, very great anticipation, and even trying to snipe more units here, as JAEDONG needs to pull back. He needs to play it very defensively, going for his tier 3. I believe he needs those Defiler against Marines on the ground, and Flash I believe is going to decide to go for this expansion right here. He still has no siege tanks, just pretty much mass marines. 2 lurkers once again on hold position here, so once again this can be very, very deadly against the infantry from Flash. There is no science vessel yet for him, but more and more units are getting produced. So yeah, let's see what the next move from Flash is going to be, an expansion. So playing very, very safe here. We even have the science vessel. He could of course take the science vessel to see the lurkers here on the ground, as we have passed of course the 10-minute mark. 48 workers already here for Flash. Where exactly is he going to attack? As JAEDONG tries to counterattack with some scourges, he's searching of course for those rays in the air. And there is the science vessel for detection, and we also have a medivac here, so a dropship with 4 vultures. So let's see what the plan here from Flash is going to be. Where exactly is he going to attack? The scourges are moving here forward, but important to see the dropship here. JAEDONG not paying attention here, and all of those scourges are pretty much on idle. So what a mistake here from JAEDONG, as in come the vultures. They will be able to deal so much splash damage, so much damage towards the economy here from JAEDONG. So JAEDONG pretty much under siege, losing so many workers here. And in the end, this was the winning move, but JAEDONG could of course have reacted with the scourges. He was, I believe, busy with the other scourges here, microing them, and perhaps it was really hard for him to see the yellow color on the map here for Flash. And yeah, with that Flash, with a quite great execution, being able to take this game, as JAEDONG has dropped way too low into workers. So a very interesting strategy by him, with Valkyries proving to be very, very strong, crippling already JAEDONG into the early game, making him supply blocked. And yeah, from that on, Flash pretty much in control of this game. So yeah, quite an interesting strategy indeed to have versus the air dominance of the Zerg. And yeah, those Valkyries proved to be way too strong versus JAEDONG. So quite an interesting game, a very short game, as you can see. Going to be trying to be casting as much as we can, as of course we are in the year 2024 on the South Korean ladder. And yeah, Flash is back. This is of course the AK from JAEDONG. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Tommy signing out.